Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, where would you be if you didn't have a little bit of VidIQ channel audit in your life every single week? Let's do this.
VidIQ.
VidIQ.
VidIQ.com.
Oh, hello. My focus is out. Let's fix that immediately. Technical issues already. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the VidIQ channel audit live stream, where we are the YouTube tool, channel, and academy that educates you on your YouTube journey. And every single week, we join together in this collective town hall. You submit your channels and we audit them over the next couple of hours. And as always, I could not do this with my trusty compadres, my comrade in arms, starting with Travis. Hello, Travis. How are you doing this week?
What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all doing well today. Super excited to see you here for the channel audit. It's going to have an exciting time. I hope y'all are ready for this.
I love that enthusiasm, and it's all going to be drained away into the Dan black hole right now.
Hey, everyone.
There we go. Thank you very much, Dan, following along with that joke. Let's do some channel shout-outs. I'll start first. Wow, I'm so pumped up today. We're going to say hello to the following people. That includes The Last Beyblade, Pixel Movies, Sean Boss Gaming, Tristan K Gaming. Wow, there's a lot of gaming channels in here this week. Isn't that a surprise? Miss Tick, Vane Swerve, Midstormer, and we could not do this live stream every single week without this comment has been held for review. Dan, who are you saying hello to this week?
Couple people, I guess.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right. H Strike is here. Epic Productions Inc. Cats are cool. Yes, they are. Says all the polls we've taken. Everybody loves cats.
Wrong.
Strikeys is here. Bindkerderberg is here. Edward Yang. Young with an X in it for some reason. Eric Plays, PokeTuber, and King Mxmbg.
Dan on form as always, and Travis, who are you saying hello to this week?
Octorious, and we also have the artist Haven. We got Twisteration. That's interesting. That's a cool name. ABZXQ. That's actually a name. And we'll go ahead and say hello and good morning to MC Red Panda. Looking forward to those memes, baby. All
right, I've got a bit of an update for you this week. Oh, hello. Oh, what has just happened to my? Sorry, just 1 second. Has my Chrome is broken. Oh, that's a disaster. I've just now lost. I've lost all of the tabs. Can you see that? Everything has just stopped working on my tabs. Oh, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. How do I fix that? Right. Okay. Well, whoa, can you see that as well? Oh my word.
We're not seeing anything.
Nope, don't see anything.
Christ. Well, you can see on the live stream now. This is what's just happened. Oh my. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
I see it on the live stream.
Whoa. Right. How are we going to fix that? Let me see. This has never happened before. Okay.
All right, everyone who submitted their channels for review, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That is
only memes today.
I've fixed it. Let's just go back. I'm gonna use a plain screen. Right. Can you see this now?
Okay, I see it on the live stream, but we don't see it here.
No, I think it's. Oh, you can't see it. Wow. Right. Okay. Let's see if I can share. It's because I'm not sharing the screen, isn't it? You should be able to see it now. Right. Okay.
Yes.
We had a technical glitch there for a second, but what I wanted to show you this week is for some reason, Mr. Beast has submitted their channel for review, and he says he's a channel with 38 million subscribers. He's into gaming, I guess. So I actually asked Mr. Beast about this on Twitter. Like, have you really submitted your channel? And he said no, he hasn't. But he's down for some advice if he wants it. So this is an open challenge to Mr. Beast. I'm going to reply to this tweet right now. That is the live stream if you want to check it out. If we see you in the chat, then we will be more than happy to give you a unique channel audit. I think is the best way we can subscribe that. So there's a challenge to Mr. Beast if you want to come and have your channel audited. If not, then for everybody else who is a regular here to channel audits, this is how it works every single week. VidIQ channel audits are all about helping you become better YouTubers. To submit your channel for possible review, in the video description of this live stream, there is a link that will take you to this simple form. Fill it out, and prior to the stream, we will pick out several channels for review. Channel audits are free. We offer them as part of the VidIQ YouTube service, and we can't be bribed. While super chats are always welcome, they will not buy you a channel audit. We do not want to create a financial barrier to this weekly community get-together. The live chat exists so that you can all converse with the community. Don't ask for channel audits. During a live stream, the hosts don't have time to read them, and moderators will put you in timeout. And speaking of moderators, I wanted to personally thank each and every one of you for supporting us every single week to make sure that this show gets up and running. It really is appreciated. We get hundreds of submissions every single week, and unfortunately we can't audit every channel. To ensure your channel has a fair chance each week, we purged a list, and after we audit pre-selected channels, we randomly choose which channels get audited. We only have so much time in a day to audit your channels, but if you download the VidIQ extension, our 24/7 channel audit tool will offer you tailored advice specific to your YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, download VidIQ for free today. A link is in the video description. If you submit your channel, expect constructive criticism. We assume you want to grow your audience on YouTube, and that is what our advice is based on. Appreciate that we are viewing your channel for the first time. If we get something wrong, we didn't do it on purpose. It may be that your messaging and branding isn't doing the job it's supposed to do. And make sure to listen to the advice we give to all channels, not just yours. Test everything. Some strategies will work better for some channels, whilst it won't work for some channels at all. Always review the data YouTube gives you and then test again. Thumbnails are a topic that come up time and time again, so to help you with that, we put together both a playlist on our channel and a dedicated VidIQ Academy course. Links to both are in the video description of this live stream. We always appreciate it when you click on the thumbs up button. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so that you know when we next go live. And do us a favour, folks, if you do find this live stream useful, share it with at least one other video creator who you think could benefit from our advice. Are you ready? Let's do this. Right, just a bit of housekeeping here before we jump into the audits. I've got a letter here, actually a letter, a physical letter, and I've always wanted to do this on camera. Okay, I'm going to read this out. Dear Rob and crew, on April the 7th, 2020, you did a audit on our channel, youtube.com/Stegen Candy, I think the channel is called. You selected our VidIQ Mania meme of your head photoshopped onto Rob Van Dam's body. And as a thank you, we wanted you to send a package with candies from the store for you and the team to try. This is from Sweet Thing Sweet Shop, and this is the box here with all of that candy that was sent to what the person thought was a VidIQ headquarters, but obviously we're all remote workers, so all of these sweets have been sent to me. So we have, did anyone ever have any of these, like chocolate cigarettes?
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I remember them from the 80s. And I've been sent all of these other candies as well. And these that look like what I would call refreshers, but are actually called Smarties. We actually got sent more, but my fiance said if you don't tell everybody about this on the live stream soon, because I've had this box for weeks and I'm going to start eating them. And unfortunately, she's eaten a lot of the sweets. So I don't have that many left. But I just wanted to say to Sweet Things, if you ever see this, thank you very much for sending this stuff to us. And if anybody does want to send us more stuff, then yeah, please do so. You can go to the website and I think you'll be able to get the address there. But that's awesome. And that's our community in action. So well done. Awesome. Thank you. Along with the tweets and the memes of the week that we get every single week. That just was really appreciated. And that's similar, Dan, to the type of thing that we were talking about in your video that you did yesterday about the gaming channel who put time, effort and research into working out how to get his channel audited by looking at what we did on the live stream and then doing a tweet that caught our eye, and he's doing exactly the same thing with a channel. And now this gaming channel that started 3 months ago has got 1,000 subscribers already. So I would highly recommend checking out that video as well if you have a chance. And that was just a little thank you I wanted to say before we jumped into this. So with all that being said, Dan and Travis, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yep, okay. So the first channel we are going to audit is the first channel that's submitted this week. And that channel is Leyland Games here, who was the first person to submit their channel to be audited when a live stream went public yesterday. So Dan, I'm going to let you take this one away. It is a gaming channel, so I think we'll keep this one relatively short because it looks like it's a new channel. Is probably going to be going through the same growing pains as many gaming channels do. But what are you looking at first glance on this one?
I think you need to share the screen with the stream.
You are right. There we go. All right, so everybody can see the screen now. But Dan, you should have already been able to take a quick look at this one. Is Dan there?
Muted.
Hello? Dan? Earth to Dan?
He's talking, but we don't hear anything.
Dan?
Sorry.
There we go.
Out of respect for the intro, I had that muted. Sorry. So it's been a month, and it looks like you've just started. So welcome to YouTube.
Yeah.
With a lot of channels, this looks to me like a lot of the early channels I see in gaming. Here's a couple games, we're just trying things. So it looks like you're kind of leaning more towards first-person shooters, if I had to guess. That seems to be the majority of these.
With a little bit of FIFA in there as well, which is probably obviously something you want to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know what that latest video is. It doesn't look like gaming to me.
Yeah,
it's a reaction.
I thought that too.
Yeah, so the first thing we would always say in a situation like this is it's time to kind of choose what you want to do on YouTube, because we like to see channels that have a focus, especially when you're just starting out. So if it's going to be first-person shooter games, I would double, triple, and quadruple down on that type of content. It looked like you were kind of going in an interesting direction with those 3 videos back-to-back with the guns in the thumbnail.
Those are the 3 videos that stick out, aren't they? It's like, you're on a little bit of a theme there and something unique, like a single gun challenge on a game.
Yeah, those stand out pretty well. And it looks like you have Valorant gameplay in there, so that's good. That's the name of the game with the word gameplay. I would have done top 5 best guns in Valorant or something like that, a listicle, because it looks like you have some opinions on the best guns and you're going in that direction already. So it just kind of comes down to the titling of your videos and the theming of them, because these are pretty long and it looks like you could get that in a much shorter amount of time. So try to come out with some really high value content around this game and see how that works out for you. The top 5 Valorant guns, the best shotgun, give people something to come back for. Make yourself the Valorant YouTuber if that's the direction you want to go.
All right, then. That is Leyland Games. Now, what we're going to do, I just need to fix this tweet because I think I used this for something else when I was supposed to be using it for my Photoshop battles. So every single week, we post a picture of one of our lovely selves, and this was the one that you could Photoshop this week. And the winner was this wonderful design here. Now, you got to spend a bit of time just reading through this picture, but they've thought of all sorts of things here in the VidIQ theme. So we've got a tip of the day here, which is to oversaturate your colors, and then they've gone and oversaturated the colors, and they've ended up with this horrendous thumbnail which doesn't quite look how it should do, and that's the type of face I would give. But there's lots of other stuff in here, like, happy birthday. It was our 9th birthday on July the 1st here at VidIQ, so we'll be hitting the 10-0, the 1-0 next year for the VidIQ entity, and this was a winner of the tweet. So we're going to go look at this channel and we're going to audit it right now. And is this another gaming channel? Oh yes it is. So we'll keep with Dan here, and this is, I'm going to pronounce this channel as Scrutile.
I don't know about Scrut, it might be Sertal. I don't know about
I don't know where I was going with that. Right then, what are we looking at, Dan? Literally some hardcore Minecraft going on here, it looks like, for a channel that's, 3 weeks old? Nearly 100 subscribers? Triple digits on some of the views?
If your channel's only 3 weeks old and you're playing something like Minecraft and you already have 100 subscribers almost, we could all learn from you. I like these thumbnails a lot. I do think that we are repeating a very good-looking thumbnail, the Minecraft hardcore thumbnail, over and over and over. It looks good, it's striking, but it's falling into that trap of episode 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And imagine if you're subscribed to a channel and these keep popping up in your feed, in your recommended, and you watch the first one, your eyes are going to skip every single time the next one comes out because you think you've seen it already. It looks like the same exact video.
Yep. Viewer fatigue right here, like first video, 120 views. 107, then 66,
Yep.
then 37. So as you say, when you use a similar thumbnail, viewers aren't quite sure if they've already seen this video, and they need something new and fresh every time. And when you do that with this one, 100 views there, 100 views there on the unique looking thumbnail. So absolutely, yeah. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Carry on, Dan.
I can tell that you seem to be going in that direction of offering some valuable content with the latest video, How to Kill the Ender Dragon in 1 hour. Easy. It looks clickable. It looks like something that if you were trying to do that, if you're trying to do like a Minecraft speed run, you would go to this person's video and learn how to do that. It's only been out a day, and I would say maybe so far those views are probably consistent, 18 views for, just being up a day. So that video will probably continue to kind of roll in and get some views. But more stuff like that. And I think since you're doing Minecraft Hardcore, instead of doing episode numbers, what you could try instead is try to focus on something that happened in that video that someone could learn from. Like, what did you do in that hardcore episode? Did you farm something? Did you do something that would be, dangerous? Because if you die in hardcore mode, your world gets deleted. So try to do things that are going to draw people in a lot more than just episode 4. I see your title has a lot in there, 116 Nether update, etc., but it does not really reflected in all these thumbnails.
So there you are, almost at 100 subscribers. I think, you may have these occasional videos that don't perform as well as the others, but you have license to be in a testing phase right now, but focusing on Minecraft, this hardcore element. And as you said, Dan, for a channel that's less than 3 weeks old, less than 10 videos old, and already up to 100 subscribers almost, and probably getting up to about 500 views, that's some really good stuff. Very strong thumbnails for a channel of your size, so well done there to you. Now, we'll be looking at more of your tweets later on, and we've already got some very good ones coming in, but we'll take a much more thorough look at them, especially why is there a banana on my head? I don't know. Somebody's been in my LinkedIn account as well, which is interesting from that image, but we'll get back to all of that later. The next channel we are going to audit here is Eliot Bram. Okay, so Travis, you've had a bit of a break so far, so I'm going to let you dissect this channel to work out what it's about. Yeah,
so I can't exactly tell from the banner. I would assume that's his name. And then below, is this like a dodgeball channel?
Keep looking, see if you can sort of continue to formulate what
curveball. Professional sports, Guinness World Record for throwing something. Best 5-ball cascade drill. I don't know. Catch a ball with your neck. Is that not? I don't know. It looks so. There's a baseball at the bottom, but those other balls are definitely not baseballs.
Yeah, it feels to me as if it centers around throwing, catching, juggling, something with your hand and whatever sort of spherical objects you're wanting to throw around.
It's not clear. So there's a couple of juggling videos, but then the rest, like you don't see them juggling. Like, so scroll up. It says how to throw a forehand. That has nothing to do with juggling. The best of my knowledge. And the truth about the curveball. What does that have to do with juggling? So we're kind of back to, oh, it looks like it's juggling. Oh, wait, maybe it's a baseball. Or wait, maybe it's not. Like, that should tell you everything that's going to slow the channel's growth down. Now, this channel's only been around for a little while. So
just a month. Yeah, just a month.
Yeah, just figuring it out is one thing. But one of the first things you need to understand, and guess what? It's absolutely free for you this month, is to figure out what your niche is and be very specific about it. We have that access to you free in the VidIQ Academy, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, give me something that I can sink my teeth into, that I know what I'm going to get. I don't have to guess. I don't have to look at one video and then watch another video and be completely confused. Give me the same thing over and over and over again.
It feels to me as if the first 5 or 6 videos, or certainly the 3 or 4 here, were focused on juggling, and there seemed to be a nice theme. I also noticed that maybe they're using a bit of Dude Perfect style color scheme there, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're trying to associate with maybe like a similar channel. And I actually like these thumbnails, especially the ones in motion or where you have one of the balls up close to the camera. That gives something nice for the viewer to focus on. But then the next 4 or 5 videos, I think they've kind of lost focus a bit, where you're putting yourself in front of a camera with a pose. But if it's something to do with a ball or juggling, we want to see the action or motion. So I think maybe moving back to, if I was going to a couple of thumbnails. I think the first 3 thumbnails are probably the ones which are the most effective on your channel. So I'd be like, I like it if you go back to them a little bit, and then you start to use different texts on your thumbnails, and it looks as if they're more difficult to read than these ones earlier. I think if you're going to use text, then blocking it out as you have done with some really contrasting colors is going to help your channel the most. And yeah, as you say, Travis, maybe thinking about your value proposition on the channel banner, and maybe in the about section as well, just fleshing it out a little bit for you. But that is Eliot Bram there. We hope those pieces of advice are useful for you. And then we'll move on to the next channel, which is Ab Sings. Congratulations on just cracking 1,000 subscribers. And again, Travis, I think we'll hand this one off to you to see if you can work out what this channel's about. And if
you know what, I love this banner because I have to guess nothing about what I'm going to get. Like, it's super simple. It's to the point. I don't have to guess. New video every day, if that's still the thing, which is great. I mean, that's difficult to do, but it looks like
to be, so far
doing it, which is amazing. I did a call earlier with someone who, it's because, you know, I always tell people you don't have to tell people how often you're uploading because life happens, and then when you break that promise, it's just kind of weird. And he said something like, every new upload is a new video, or something that kind of promised itself, which I don't know, it's funny. Anyway, Cabaret, you got Al Bolton, we got Aaron Bolton. Oh, so a lot of Aaron. Oh, is his name Aaron Bolton?
I think that's the name of the creator, or the singer.
Yeah, okay. So he's trying to link his name in with the name of the song. That's an interesting technique. I don't know if it's important, but not a bad idea for SEO.
I think the reason might be because I just went to, not the oldest, the most popular ones. I think he may have appeared on one of the talent shows at some point. Or no, maybe I'm wrong. I thought, I looked at this one and I thought, is that on a talent show? But it isn't.
I mean, it looks like it.
It kind of does, doesn't it? So let's just have a look at the about section. Okay. So these videos, the most popular ones, were from years and years ago, by the way. So we can't really class these as relevant to today. But yeah, let me just go back to the newest. So this creator is doing cover versions for popular theatre shows, I believe. Now, it's moving from song to song, so maybe not going from the entire volume of a particular show. What do you think on that strategy, Travis? Do you think that somebody's going to be interested irrespective of what the show is, or do you think maybe it might be better to do like all of them at once and turn it into a playlist?
Yeah, it's a difficult nut to crack for music because ultimately you need to have people interested in the music, but then also in the performer, because when the musician decides to do something different, you want the audience to follow you. So just usually showing really good talent is the way to get people to move over, but also making sure the type of music that they are performing is at least somewhat tied and similar. And you know, if you're a rock band, you don't necessarily want to do country as your next song. I mean, maybe if you do some type of weird medley or something, that might be one thing, but you want to have a similar-ish type of music, which of course here doing the Broadway type music is definitely what's going to be his umbrella underneath that. So I kind of like that. Some of the thumbnails, it looks like he's trying to make use of what he has access to, which is like a room, and then try to put some text over it. Mm-hmm. It's hard to know. Like, I think some of these thumbnails could use some work. And my little strategy for thumbnails is to do a real quick search on the words I'm trying to rank for, and then see what the thumbnail styles are for that type of video, and then find some type of theme between them and make something better. Use some of the elements of what I'm seeing in search. So it is, this is a difficult one for me, but I would say, you know, doing several songs from each show is definitely the way to go. That way someone can follow through the entire show, and then sprinkling in maybe other shows so that people can kind of bounce between them.
A couple of suggestions I had here is maybe testing without your name. Sorry?
The stream said it was offline.
Are we good?
Oh, we're back. No, wait.
Oh, we're good. Okay. So a couple of suggestions I was going to make here for the channel was maybe testing without your name. Just because you have it in every title. And I'm just wondering if...
we're offline still. All right.
Are we
I
good?
refreshed and it
Stream
seemed like
complete?
it was trying to pop back up.
It's trying.
Stream continue.
there we go.
Video output is low. Okay, are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. I'm going to refresh the screen. Let's see if we get back in there.
All right.
Are we good? Have we returned?
I think so. Yeah, it looks like we're back.
Yeah, people saying we're back. Are we good?
Cool.
Back in action, baby. Okay, right. All right. Where were we? Let's get back to the channel. So sorry, Absings, if you were freaking out there that we'd not finished your audit. So a couple of suggestions I was going to make is maybe test not having your name in the title. I'm just wondering if that's interfering somehow with the search and discovery, and maybe including cover version or some umbrella keyword that you can use in all of your titles. Another idea I had is that we've seen these videos go viral where somebody does like an impersonation of many different accents or many different voices, and I'm wondering if you could do some sort of mashup collaboration where you mix like the best lines from many of these different Broadway shows to create something unique. Because I'm just wondering if this maybe isn't fresh enough for the audience, so that might be something else to try. And yeah, I think the last thing was just tweaking the thumbnails a little bit, because you are, I think, taking freeze frames from your camera and the quality isn't that great. So I'm wondering if you can maybe improve that a little bit if you can. So that is Ab Sings there. We'll move on to the next channel, which is Douglas on Trading. Dan, I think you picked this one out here because obviously you're looking to make a bit of bling on the stock market. So yeah, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, I just I was looking for something kind of unique, and this channel kind of stuck out to me. So as far as I'm aware, this is a channel, because I checked out their about section, this is a channel that helps you with like day trading. And there's just a lot of content here, and it just seems like there's a lot of room for some improvement. For example, I'm noticing a lot of different styles of thumbnails throughout the videos, and it bounces around. I wasn't sure if the thumbnail strategy was just kind of morphing over time, but you know, it just seems to be kind of like... it just seems to kind of bounce between these darker thumbnails with just a graph and a face to these flat thumbnails with just some text and just a flat background. I'm wondering by now if you have enough data to kind of decide which thumbnails are going to be the most clickable at this point.
This is where you could use YouTube groups, whereby I did a release video on that. Yeah, it's where you can go to the analytics, you can create a group and add videos to that group and then analyze the analytics, such as videos with a red YouTube thumbnail or videos with a graph in the thumbnail, and compare those, the click-through rate, the impressions, that type of thing. So, and as you say, Dan, they've already got at least 50 to 100 videos here to test those different thumbnail styles.
Yeah, it seems like thumbnails are something this creator is, I don't want to say struggling with, but just testing a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so that was the thing that stuck out to me the most. What I was curious about was what kinds of search terms we could recommend that this person try and rank for, because that's the one part of this niche that I'm not super familiar with.
Yeah, and have you got any thoughts on this, Trust? I'm just going to do day trading as a top level search.
Iceberg order, is that a thing?
Day trading for beginners. So the volume is high and the competition is still relatively average. So there may be some opportunities here, or the channels look of a significant size here.
Trading for beginners. There's some trending videos on the right hand side. We have how to invest in stock. So these are like related queries.
Yeah.
So this is a good way to start and try to look for titling and information that people are actually looking for. You might be giving great information, but if it's not in front of people, it just kind of sits there and doesn't get the views it should get. Although some of these are doing pretty well. I mean, if you look at your subscriber size and your view size, actually not doing too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Let's just sort by most popular and see if there's anything that's really striking here, that something we could go after.
A year ago, 6 months. 10 months.
It's interesting here as well, like are the most popular, the thumbnails are all completely different.
Yeah.
Oh, do you just want to keep talking? My dog's barking. I just need to go check his okay.
Yeah. It's interesting because, it's a little difficult to kind of get a handle on what specifically is working. It does look like some of the stuff just takes a while to take off. But every so often, things will go. Like there's one that's like 2 months old that's in the top here.
I wonder if something this creator could try, because I'm in these most popular videos, I'm not really seeing too much of this, is just the basic strategy of how to get started. Like how would I start day trading? You know, what kind of really basic low-level things could you teach me? Because I think that would be a really good place to get somebody interested in your overall channel. Mix in one of these really like basic beginner videos every now and again. Get people to subscribe, and they're going to learn from your more advanced stuff as they subscribe and continue watching. But I think it's a really good opportunity because people are looking for this kind of stuff all the time and looking to get started. I think it's a really good opportunity to, target them.
All right, good stuff. I got a delivery. That's why my dog was barking. And it's a mouse. I'm looking forward to using that. Is it more candy? Not more candy. No, it's actually a mouse. So I'm looking forward to using that. Okay, we're going to move on to the next channel, which is Xavi Puzzles. This channel has 500 subscribers, and it feels like every month or so we come back to this block solving style of channel, and here is another one. Looking very quickly, it is a foreign language channel, I believe here. Travis, was this one of the ones you picked, or Dan?
Yeah, mainly because I kept seeing the transformer head thing, and I'm so intensely curious, are those actual like cubes, or like what are those things?
Okay,
I need to know. Like, there's no way that they actually are cubes, though, right?
Well, I'm gonna to satisfy your curiosity. We're gonna have to click on one.
Intensely curious about this.
Okay.
If it's a cube, I might buy one. Okay, what is that? It's just a plastic thing. Is it? What?
It does feel as if it's like a solvable cube of some kind. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
There you go. Well, if there's an affiliate link in there, Xavi Puzzles, you just got to purchase that, Travis.
I will buy one. And listen, here's the thing. I'm not a cube guy, and I like Transformers, but when you combine those two things in, all of a sudden it's so interesting. I kind of want it. So
yes.
I think that's interesting. Like, I keep telling people that when they're in a niche or something, think about the people that are just outside of your interest niche. In other words, I don't watch Transformer channels, and I don't watch cube channels. However, I would watch that video completely. So I'm just outside of your niche. You combine two things that are of mild interest to me to make a new thing that is really of interest to me. And that's how you bring people from outside of your niche into your niche, by taking two things that are maybe kind of popular, combining them together. And as we know, we've seen that from Mag ASMR UK, taking two really interesting things together, putting them together, and becoming like something greater than the sum of its parts.
Some of its parts, yeah. Dan, any thoughts from you, just generally on maybe like the thumbnails? We can't really go into the titling strategy too much, but yeah, anything for you?
Right. I was going to say the thumbnails are just striking in a lot of cases, some more than others. But I think the creator's taking really good advantage of the fact that these are very colorful. And, you could saturate the colors, make them pop even more. And some of the older thumbnails, this looks like kind of a recent thing where they've gotten, I think I'd say, really good. And
yeah, the channel's only a month old, so they've evolved quickly. I'll tell you what I'm noticing here is that I don't think this creator right now has a lot of resources. They're just using single sheet color paper, maybe one lamp, and they're doing the best they can. But it's okay. It's acceptable, isn't it? The thumbnails aren't too complicated. Like, as Travis saw, he was immediately intrigued by this Transformer cube thing because it was so simple. And there's no text on any of the thumbnails, which is good. Occasional use of arrows here and there, but beyond that, there's some simplicity which we do like.
Yeah, really.
All right then, so that's Xavi Puzzle. I think what we're saying is if you can sort of combine two niches in areas such as these Transformer solvable cubes, that's something that's certainly good to look at. And I noticed that you had this Resolver cube one, which did really well for your channel. You've maybe followed it up a couple of times. I'm wondering if that is a keyword that's going to be quite useful for you. All right, we're going to take our first dip into the channel audit live stream tweet section here. So I'm just going to refresh this. And Travis, I think I'm going to let you choose the first tweet here of these.
What's the picture of the Pictionary?
It's
Oh, yeah.
fairly simple, that one.
Very simple.
I'm just going to click on that one. Okay, guys, what do we think about this channel?
Scarred me for life.
Savage would never be scarred for life, I do believe.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, who's this?
See.
German Suplex. Suplex City.
Then we might actually do that one because that's really good. Let's see. Yeah, I saw that one. I kind of like the suplex. That was pretty funny.
All right, we're going to go with this one then. So
it's MC Red Panda, of course.
Oh, he's just changed his name to Ronnie. Okay, well, there we go.
We should know. He does such a good job.
Ronnie, we know your channel. His tweets are awesome. Thank you for doing them. So do we need to pick another one?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, well, look, somebody's included all of the previous memes of the week images there. That's pretty awesome.
Actually, that's you know what? I appreciate that because someone really paid attention. That's really cool. That's a good one, too.
That is a good one. Shall we do this one then? Elvis Nater. Let's audit this channel as our first tweet one, and then Dan, you can choose the next one if you want to. This channel has 576 subscribers, but I don't know the name yet. Or does it not have a name? As somebody... All right. So, black channel banner. Black profile image.
Weird.
No channel... is that something...
Oh, look, they're doing... This video has 395 views. That thing that someone did a while back. I don't even know how they do... I didn't watch the video on how to do that. But have you seen that? The title says...
it's where the title updates, and you could probably tie it into a thumbnail as well. I think Mr. Beast actually did this with one of his videos. Okay.
Okay.
So he's doing some weird testing here. Every thumbnail is black.
A very short time, 11 seconds. Yeah.
Don't know where I can really go with this thing, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like a serious channel or not, because how would you ever find it? You wouldn't know how to search for a period, I guess. And they're all short videos. They're all like TikTok length. Whenever I see this, I always think maybe you should go to TikTok. That would be kind of a cool opportunity for you. Just because they reward. Well, I mean, some of these have a lot of views though. It's kind of weird to have a 2-second video that has 131 views.
He's doing some weird manipulation of YouTube titling here, because I think all of the last ones are like 100,000 views. Where did he get 100,000 views from? Is that right?
I think he means overall.
What would be the video that's brought in so many views then? Some
73,000.
random thing about music, I think.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know what to expect from this channel. So it's did a good job with the meme, but I don't know what's going on beyond that. Like, I don't know what I think it comes down to what would I be subscribing for?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
Yeah, either like important poll, F. Oof. This video has 395 views, which it does. Maybe it's worth doing a tutorial on how to do that, but I don't even know if that's against YouTube terms of service. I think if a lot of people did it as an experiment, it's quite fun, but if it got more serious, I'm a little worried about how channels would be impacted. Yeah, this is a strange one, Dan. We're struggling really to advise on this channel, other than with some intriguing stuff here, but you got to make it intriguing over the period of several videos, a lifetime of a YouTube channel, and I'm not sure where you're going to be able to get that from just black thumbnails with these titles.
Yeah, I think the hope here is that something they do just kind of blows up one day, maybe on YouTube or social media. And it's always difficult to advise what to do because we can't predict what that might be. But other than that, there really doesn't seem to be a direction or strategy we could provide with a channel like this.
I think we would say that this creator has unique ideas, but how to execute them into a channel that people want to visit is the challenge for this person, I would say. And you haven't done anything for a month as well, so where's the more recent content going to be coming from?
Anything I could think to advise would be to break the fourth wall, to kind of like go against what you're doing. So, but you could teach people to do a lot of cool stuff, it seems. I mean, it could be fun to maybe, make this a secondary channel, do a more educational endeavor.
Let's go back to the tweets then, Dan. Do you want me to keep scrolling, or is there one that you've already found that you would like to...
let's see this one.
There we go. Sub for sub working for that channel.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know where to go with that one. God, there's ones which are so intricate that you got to open them up and you spend the next 20 seconds reading it.
Wasn't even like that. Yeah.
A bit of tumbleweed there.
What was the versus one? So yeah, we've seen.
We see this one like every week. Like
we do.
See the meme, we scroll past it. We're not going to not scroll past it.
That's actually a custom channel banner. I don't think that's the generic one. Somebody's stuck in a custom one. So I ain't got a problem with that.
It's a nice looking one.
Funny.
Oh, well, if nobody picks, I'm going to pick this one.
Go back one quick.
I actually saw this one earlier too. I kind of like
when Savage goes Savage. Scroll down. What was that?
Oh.
Scroll down a little bit more. A little bit more.
This one.
Right there. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's cute. All right, yeah. Pick what you pick.
This one.
Yeah, I think this one.
I like it. I like it. Where were we? Right. This is Narfield, then, the channel we are auditing right now. And, cheeky. 1,000 subscribers. Oh, Sea of Thieves. Have we audited this channel?
I think we have.
Yeah. I think we have. And what did we say? Stick to Sea of Thieves because you're doing really well.
Probably.
Really good thumbnails. Really
I would
striking.
like to know when we audited them because these thumbnails look nice, and I wonder because I'm not recognizing them. I wonder.
Oh, maybe we haven't then. I feel as if we did a Sea of Thieves one recently, but these thumbnails are really good, really striking.
Yeah. Well, with the views you're getting and the consistency you're uploading, and with the thumbnails being so nice, I mean, I kind of want to say stay the course because if we have audited your channel before, clearly you took our advice. Some of these videos have some good views.
Yeah, for 1,000 subscriber channel, it looks as if you're sticking on the tutorial area of the game, and you're having videos which occasionally sort of burst out beyond your subscriber count, which is fantastic. I would always be looking back at these videos and looking at the comments and maybe doing follow-up content if you can to these. Some of them aren't quite as popular, so I'm wondering why some videos don't do as well. Again, you might want to do some testing on, is it the thumbnails that aren't quite working, or is it just the tutorial that's not maybe quite as interesting? You're using Sea of Thieves at the beginning of every title, so there's some nice consistency there. But oh yeah, back in this, there was a nice run here of some good views going on with the channel. 16,000, 3,000, 4,000, and so on.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the 100% Zelda channel we just covered yesterday. On our channel, and you're doing a lot of that stuff. You're focusing on one game, and you're not just, today in Sea of Thieves I found an island and we'll go explore it. You're kind of giving that value up front, and I would say that every video you release is going to appeal to a lot of people who are looking for tips and tricks for this game, and you could drive a lot of subscribers that way. And I just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
I agree. I think unless this has already happened, you're probably going to have one of these videos go semi-viral for you, where it maybe gets tens of thousands of views. You've had a couple already, which is good to see. And I think you'll probably have more as long as this game continues to be popular. I don't know, Dan, is Sea of Thieves still popular? Is it going to be redone for the new Xbox? I know it's like a massively multiplayer game for Xbox from what I can remember.
It's one of these games that's really open-ended, and a lot of people can do a lot of fun things with it. I know there's like a lot of opportunities there to play on multiplayer servers. Maybe role play is a thing you could explore. This is one of those games that I think could continue to stick around. I think it has a little more longevity than other games we've seen out there. So I stick with it. If there comes a point where you're just no matter what you upload, it's just not getting views, and you just feel like the game's fallen out of popularity, trying to figure out what game took its place, because there's a market for open world pirate games. This is not the only one, and maybe something else new and exciting popped up, and you wouldn't even have to really leave your niche at all to cover it.
The one thing I have noticed here is that all the videos are relatively short, around 3 minutes or less. So what you can do is maybe check your audience retention, and if it is maybe 50-60%, then that would give you license to maybe attempt 5 or 6 minute videos, because it looks as if in each of these videos you're addressing one thing, whereas I guess you may be able to collate a couple of things, like the 5 best guns for this type of area, or the 5 best chess or some more listicle formats. Might be worth testing out because obviously if you're getting people into your videos but there's not that much to watch, maybe you could be losing out on a bit of potential watch time there. So something to maybe experiment with. I did see one video which was 10 minutes long. This one here, it didn't do that well, but maybe the leap from 3 minutes to 10 minutes is too far. Maybe try 5 or 6 minutes as a test, just to try different things on the channel. All right, I was going to choose one more tweet, and I think I've already picked it. It was a little further down here, because we do have a thing about ASMR and tortoises on the VidIQ channel audit, and I think this is brilliantly done. I don't know why I've got a carrot in my mouth. That doesn't explain anything. But gamers, if you haven't already been audited, then we're going to audit your channel right now. But I feel as if we may have done. Or have we? No, maybe you haven't. You're live right now on a live stream, so can you get off your live stream? In fact, can we? I mean, this is what we sometimes do. If you are going to get your channel audited, actually watch the live stream, and then we can audit your channel. So let's just get that done. Get off this stream. You are being audited now.
I want to hear like what they say when they see that come out.
All right, let's just play for 30 seconds.
Go to live real quick. Go to live.
Oh, okay.
You hit live over there. There you go.
All right, I'm just going to refresh it. There we go. So now we're breaking the seventh wall here. It's a live stream channel audit, watching somebody live streaming.
Wait, they're on you. They're on you. They're watching this.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're watching. Yes.
VidIQ is watching this.
They're on our stream.
We are watching.
Oh my.
Now, can we audit your channel, please?
Your stream has 11 viewers. Now it has over 680.
You need to get off your live stream because we're about to audit you, even though you can't hear this. All right, you got 20 seconds to sort yourself out.
They're watching us play Bed Wars and it says Vanilla Craft.
Well, now we have to win.
Come on, we don't care what you're playing here. We are auditing your channel now.
Oh no, I'm not concentrating.
Oh no, they're gonna die.
Okay, well, yeah.
I have no idea what's going on
Get
here,
off the
right?
stream, you're being audited now.
Right, so let's go back to the channel. So gamers, Dan, what do you think then? It's a bit of high pixels going on here, and Minecraft, and it seems to be mostly live streams in themselves. There's a bit of video on demand as well, it looks like.
Yeah, that's a pretty good mix. I always say, like, if you're going to stream on YouTube, I would take advantage of everything YouTube has to offer. And that one of the things would be live streaming, and then, you know, when you're not doing that, uploading the occasional video. Because both of those things could drive audience if you get into like a good rhythm. So it looks like this Vanilla Craft live thing, the one thing, we were just watching one, every thumbnail's the same. And when you're live, and you're going to be doing all kinds of different stuff. We get that, but I would still take advantage of the fact that you're going to rank and search for something, and I would make your live stream titles a little more clickable. Tell us, like, what is Vanilla Craft? I don't even know what that is. Is that a server? Is that a mini game? Is it, look like you were playing a mini game?
Yeah.
It looks like it's literally oh no, that's a resource pack, so that's just a texture pack. So yeah, Vanilla Craft just implies it's Minecraft vanilla version, so you would want to say Minecraft 1.15 high pixel Bed Wars or something.
Yeah, there's no search intent there, is there? It looks like.
Yeah. So a little bit of search intent, and I mean, I get why people use the same thumbnail for a live stream. Even we do that a lot of times. If you have the time to change it up a little bit, as you can see over the course of your whole channel, it looks like you just have this like one video that keeps popping up over and over again. It might help in the long run, but for live streams, I never think that's super, super crucial. Definitely for video on demand content, though, you want really nice, strong, clickable thumbnails. One thing you could do, since you seem to play a lot of mini games, what my suggestion would be, when you're not playing those on a live stream, take what you've learned from them and teach people in other videos, like how to win at Bed Wars every time. Like, that title is going to be really clickable. What can you do to win every time? Like, you don't even have to be somebody who wins every time, but what are your strategies for winning in that video? You could share those. So that would be my advice to you, just kind of seeing what you're doing.
Alrighty, and so that is gamers. Are you still live streaming? Have you come off to actually look at your channel audits? No, they were ignoring us. So there you go. What was I going to say? I was going to say we're going to get some more channel audit ones here. I saw this one as well. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. I may have to line that one up later. Actually, I'm going to line it up, but I'm not going to audit it just yet. We'll come back to one. I think we may have done Tristan.
Tristan, we've done Tristan before.
Yeah, I think we've done Vim before, but thank you for the awesome tweet as always. We'll come back to more of these tweets later on because, you said a little earlier on, Travis, that you have a Academy course which is now free to everybody who is a vidIQ user. So if you install the Chrome extension, you sign up, there'll be a vidIQ Academy button on any YouTube page. You click on it and you get to this place where you can learn all about how to find your niche on YouTube. And I believe, Travis, this was like a 20-30 minute course you did, just helping guide people in the right direction as to the type of content they would like to do on YouTube. And if you want to take your learning to the next level, then we have, I think, over 10 courses now here, or almost 10 courses on the vidIQ Academy, going through launching your channel in 30 days, the complete guide to the creator analytics. You can either choose to watch Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, or the complete guide to the Creator Studio and YouTube analytics, because they are both about 3 hours long, and we're going to absolutely everything there. But that is the vidIQ Academy. Link is in the description. Let's move on then. We've still got quite a few pre-selected channels to look at. The next one is CJ Fit. I believe this would be a Travis selected channel, Travis, so take it away, sir.
How to run faster, ab workout session. I need one of those. 15-minute cardio hit. I love it. No jumping, no noise. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't understand that. But this is cool because you know what you're getting out of the channel. You're getting some really very specific exercises. So if you come to the channel, you can see you're going to get all types of different workouts. I love a lot about this. Now, of course, a little bit of thumbnail work would be helpful. A little bit of, some stuff is better than others. A lot of times there's a lot of text across some of the thumbnails, although some of the text, for example, like how to run faster, you already said it in the title. I don't need it in the thumbnail. And also you might want to show yourself running, like in action running. Yeah. Now, your tip might be something that has nothing to do with the actual run itself, but still you want to show the action. But if you're going to put something like how to run faster as your title, that's fine. Make sure in the thumbnail, if you're going to put text in, which I'm not saying you should, but if you do, that it's contextual. It's not the same thing over and over and over again. It's actually wasting an opportunity. I always say it like this. You have two opportunities to say something, one in the thumbnail, one in the title. If you say the same thing both, you've just wasted one of those opportunities. Why don't you use that other opportunity to say something contextual, like it's super easy, or I beat everybody, or I don't know, something that gives you a little context between how to run faster and what's in the thumbnail. But sometimes the thumbnail itself is all the more you need, especially if you have a really good picture. Like you don't need anything else. So other than that, I love the topic behind this. I love the fact that it's kind of a tightly niched channel, and I think this channel is going to do well. It's a young creator, which is cool. Definitely doing some cool stuff here.
I think we saw a similar channel to this either last week or the week before, and I was thinking again that you have a unique value proposition in that you're, what is it in the US? Would this be a high school student or
I don't think so. I mean,
middle
anything's
school?
Possible, but I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Because I'm just wondering if you can maybe pitch it to a certain demographic, like 10 to 15-year-olds, because I feel as if the workouts are going to be different to, like, say, workouts for women of over 40. Like this is like pitched at grade school children who want to who are getting into sports. So I'm wondering if there's some angle there that you can maybe use in the titling or the thumbnails, just to make it more strict. Because me personally, I don't think I'm gonna watch this content. I would probably go for somebody who's maybe slightly older, because it's going to fit the workouts that I need. But I think for somebody who's in school, who sort of comes home after a day at school, they might see these thumbnails and maybe the titling structure and say, yeah, this is a video that I want to watch. I don't know if this is open to interpretation. Travis, Dan, if you want to argue against it, absolutely. But what do you think?
I definitely tend to agree. I'm just excited to see where this channel goes, because it looks like they still have a really strong start.
Help if I am. I was just wondering if I can maybe find some examples here. Come on. Why is the search not working? I wonder if there was anything that we could get here. So maybe for including that for teens. I was wondering if that's maybe where they could go with it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so. I think he's actually doing a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. For a channel that's a couple of months old and already has the thumbnails really nailed down, like 33 subscribers, and all of it. I mean, yeah, all of her videos are getting more views and subscribers, which is fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's great in itself. Well, that was just a thought from me. Yeah. All right, we'll move. But great work, CJ Fit. Continue it. Obviously, maybe the value proposition we could include something there, spruce that up a bit. Absolutely. Next channel, Dan, I think you chose this one. TD Bricks. We have looked at dozens of Lego channels over the last few months, and this channel has 43,000 subscribers. But then when you look at the view counts on some of these, 100,000, 400,000, 300,000, 200,000. This channel is crushing it. We need to work out why to help all of our Lego creators out there.
Yeah, this is. I picked this one not because I saw something like, oh, we could definitely help them in these areas. It's because we could help a lot of Lego channels by taking a look at what this channel is doing right. And one of the things we talk about a lot with Lego channels is having really striking thumbnails. And a lot of times, a newer Lego channel, we'll see like maybe a little minifigure and a build, and it's always zoomed out. It's always hard to get any context as to what this is. And I think this channel is doing a great job with their thumbnails, making sure the build is front and center. It takes up the majority of the frame, and a lot of times you have these side-by-side ones that are really interesting. They raise some questions and they make me want to click on the video. And it looks like they've even gotten better in recent months.
Yeah, so what I've noticed is the ones with a slice in the middle and this yellow background are the ones that always seem to do well. The other ones can do okay, but those ones specifically always seem to do
that 5-minute crafts style, isn't it? With a really, some might say it's like a garish, clickbaity style thumbnail, but it catches your attention. I think this in itself is a phenomenal thumbnail. In that, it tells you so much so simply. Like you can build this in a minute, or you can build this in 60 minutes, and you're getting all of that within 5 seconds of looking at the thumbnail. And I don't even need to look at the title. I'm ready to buy in to this one. Now there are experiments going on, like we're doing some videos. Like it seems like a good idea, Mr. Beast versus PewDiePie, but it only gets like 8,000 views, which is relatively small for the channel. But the fact that this creator is brave enough to just go everywhere and anywhere with Lego content is awesome. This one here, making useless Lego pieces useful. That's a nice juxtaposition in the title, and then something intriguing, and a lot of people are clicking on it, doing very well. So yeah, I think as you say, Dan, this is like a pillar or an ambassador for all Lego creators out there to follow in the footsteps here. Take a look at the thumbnails, take a look at the titles, look at the videos, because this is a good example of a channel where the videos aren't that long. A lot of them are under 5 minutes. And so that's going against the grain of you need to make longer videos to be really popular. I think probably people who are interested in Lego are probably a younger demographic, although there's going to be older people there. They're probably wanting short, snappy videos, and these are delivering. So it's just all awesome stuff across the board, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I love, with Lego, it's so cool because you can get into so many little pop culture phenomenons and things that are trending right now, because there's usually a Lego set that coincides with something. If a new Star Wars movie is coming out, you can make a whole bunch of videos around Star Wars themed Lego sets and feed off of that extra traffic of people just searching up different bits of Star Wars content. Like there's so many opportunities, and that's not something to be intimidated by. Like you can do so much.
I just think one more final thing to say. When you look at this channel, look at how long they've been creating content. And even 3 or 4 years ago, where the thumbnails weren't that great, they were still doing some really unique, fun ideas. Look at that, a Lego iPod. Like, how cool is that? And it only got like 1,000 views. But I bet if you remade that video in what, Travis, maybe a month's time when the iPhone 12 is announced, that could potentially get hundreds of thousands of views, isn't it? But it also represents the amount of time and effort and passion and and most importantly, the patience this creator has put into his channel with all of his amazing content. And they haven't really started to get the rewards, I'd say, until maybe a year ago. And certainly in the last 2 or 3 months when they've seen some of their videos really explode. So even good creators, it can take them a long time to really start to succeeding. But this is a really good example here. And so, yeah, I just want to do a round of applause here for that channel. Awesome stuff. Brilliant. All right, we're now an hour through, so I think that is all of our pre-selected channels as far as I can remember. Just to confirm, has anybody seen Mr. Beast in the live chat? I assume not. I assume we're not getting
one earlier, but not
fake one trying to get in there. All right, so we'll probably look at Mr. Beast's channel in this next hour if my live stream screen starts working. It does. I just want to see if there was any super chats. There were. Of course, we're donating to COVID-19 Solidarity Fund right now. So thank you to Scarecrew YT for the $1, an anonymous donation of $1 there, and XD Electric. Wow, with £20 there. Thank you very much for donating that. It is really appreciated. And to the 700 people who are watching right now. So we're going into a random stage of the channel audits whereby we use this fishing rod and we pull out some numbers from our list. Let's just check how big it is right now. My screens are going a little slow. 985. So let's just adjust my machine to 900 and let's go for 999. And we're going to pull out a channel and the first one is 773. We take that number. We put it in here. That's 773, sorry 77. You're not going to get picked just yet. We pick that channel, we copy it, and fingers crossed I've done my job and it will paste in that channel.
Our channel.
Yeah, what have you done here? Have you just
we win an audit. I'm gonna audit the channel.
Let's try that again. I don't think that works. There we go. No, I think that was my fault. I don't know why sometimes the copy and paste, I've said this before, haven't I? The copy and paste doesn't work. Larvo the coolest Roblox gaming channel. Subscribe for 1, 2, 3 videos a week. And you joined YouTube 2 months ago, and you have one video that strikes out with 1,500 views, which is fantastic. Jerry Chapter 2 Secret Ending. That's really strange, Dan. I wonder why that one got so many views. I wonder if it was shared in a community or something that got the views, because he followed up as we would tell people to do, but that video hasn't quite taken off yet. So that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's Jerry Chapter 2, so that implies there's something before. I don't know if Jerry is a character in the game or Jerry is somebody that you've created within the game to tell stories. That is really interesting.
So I think we'd definitely be wanting to investigate this video a little more. I'm just going to click on it, and it's only a minute long. I'm just going to see if there's comments there which you can use to work off of. 14 comments, so not too many comments there. Really strong work effort there with the video tags. I know video tags are less important these days, but you're certainly putting in the research to make sure that your videos are well optimized, which is good to see. I wonder if it was like a cutscene, and sometimes people are always interested in looking at cutscenes for things, and that was a good one to use. Thumbnails are okay, generally speaking, like blurred background. Text is used, but it's used effectively, and each thumbnail is contrasting enough, and for a channel which is 2 months old, some positive signs here, would you say, Dan?
Yeah, I would say so. A lot of red text. It's working. We can read it, but we generally advise against it. I know Roblox has the red logo, but that doesn't necessarily mean you need to kind of like follow that trend. But it seems to be okay. I would say that they lack a little bit of saturation. They could be amped up a little bit more, but I like the direction you're going. And overall, I like that you're doing 5 tips when playing Roblox Jerry. So Jerry must be, maybe now that I'm reading that, maybe it's like a mini game within the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, do as many tips and trick videos as you possibly can think of, because when you're covering a game that big, that's going to be key.
Next channel here is, it claims it's about dinosaurs. This is an exciting. Gadzip is the channel. So let's throw this one over to Travis, our dinosaur expert. Jurassic Park's biggest fan, Travis McPherson. Gadzip, what are we looking at here?
What are we looking at here?
Looks like dinosaur toys. That's the vibe I'm getting here.
Well, yeah, I mean,
stop motion animation of dinosaur toys, just as I go through, or some reviews of dinosaur toys.
Some Jurassic Park. Okay, JP Jurassic Park. Yep. And Interclops. So I like the theme behind it. So that's a good start. You get a theme of, hey, this is about. It's not like specifically about dinosaurs. It's kind of about dinosaur
in culture, because I think there's one here from a Fortnite game. It looks like maybe.
Yeah. Is it just in general, just a dinosaur fandom page? Like, I'm a fan of dinosaurs. Anything to do with dinosaurs.
There you go. That's how he pitches himself.
So is it more Jurassic Park, or is it just... See, the difference here is that it's not necessarily Jurassic content, is it? Or is it just dinosaurs? So that's another thing, because some people who like dinosaurs may not care for Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to understand... I just need to understand the value proposition. I'm having a hard time here.
I guess what you could equate it to is, let's say you were a dog channel. Well, dog channel is a bit broad, isn't it? It's like how to raise a dog. Is it funny dog memes? Is it like reviewing products for your dog? And this kind of feels in a bit of a similar vibe, doesn't it? There's a lot of toy dinosaurs in there, but then there's dinosaurs in games. And I'm not sure what this would be here, like a battle between two dinosaurs. And then there's you got some like a little bloggy thing here about a new turtle. So I think probably it does need to be a bit more refined in terms of what they're talking about. I seem to remember we looked a long time ago a Lego dinosaur channel, which just reviewed all of the Jurassic Park Lego stuff that was being made. So maybe you need to refine it a little bit more, or look at the videos the audience is responding better to within your dinosaur realm. Dan, if you have anything interesting to add, please do. Or are you maybe a little lost? Not lost, but just we need a clearer vibe here of what you're wanting to cover on this channel.
Yeah, the only thing I could say, and you guys kind of touched on it, was just niching down within the dinosaur niche. Because I think I even saw some gameplay in there. It's all things dinosaurs, so I know that like that represents a subject, but it's still different things. There's a different audience with every subject change. So something to keep in mind. All
right, then. That is Gadzip. Let's move on to the next channel.
Big money, no whammy. Stop.
824. Wouldn't it be ironic if we actually got a fishing channel out of these? All right, I think we've got a travel channel. So this is going to be an interesting one to audit, given the current non-traveling of pretty much everybody. It's Flying with Us, and it's another one of those channels which is all about aircraft travel, I believe. And it feels as if you may be based in Asia, India area, because there's a lot of I see India and Sri Lanka, so that area of the world. And hey, Travis, the view counts are pretty strong here for a channel with 6,500 subscribers.
There's a guy that I know that I saw a while back, last year or something. I can't remember. Oh, he was in a group I was in. He just rides different airplanes and gets like tens, if not hundreds of thousands of views. And his review is just him riding in airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
So this looks to be something similar to that. And amazingly, like, they do really well. And I listen, there is a fan base for just about everything on YouTube. Just about everything. So you might think, well, who's going to watch you get on a plane and stuff? I will tell you that I am fascinated by planes. I'm fascinated by like flying, but I don't like flying. So I will watch videos of people flying and stuff, and I will watch videos of airplanes and stuff, and I'll even play video games with airplanes, but I don't like to be in a plane. So there are different people that like different things, and you can be a passenger on an airplane and review it. And by the way, Casey Neistat's most watched video, period, is of him. As a matter of fact, like 3 of his first top like 5 videos are all in an airplane, him riding an airplane.
Yeah, the first class luxury journeys in the planes.
So there is something to it.
So It's clear what the niche is, and the channel is doing fairly well. I guess the challenge is, as you can see from the content maybe over the last few months, is that COVID-19 and travel restrictions are probably handicapping this channel's ability to create new content. So what would we maybe do here? It could be like maybe highlights or listicles of videos that you've already done, like the most enjoyable airlines to use in terms of what class of seat you get, or like also the most impressive landings that you filmed.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's two things. I think number one, it's getting the thumbnail nailed, and then secondarily, find out what the popular phrase is. Is it flight review? Is it fly with me? Is it like whatever that is? Put that in all the titles and the descriptions and all that stuff. There is something, and it might be niche wide, that it's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Saudi flight review seems to be a dominant one for the top. Yeah, Saudi, and the Airbus flights are all of your most popular ones. However, they are all 5 years or older.
Time to redo them. Why not?
So yeah,
well,
if you are able to revisit them.
I mean, if you're flying right now, that's a harrowing experience.
We'll give the final word here to Dan if you've spotted anything that we haven't yet.
You already taken the words out of my mouth for what we would do. I would cover my top 5 flights of all time, because I was wondering if people are searching for these based on, I have a flight soon with that particular airline. I wonder what it's going to be like. How are the economy seats in Air India? Yeah. So you might see a dip if that's exactly what's bringing in views. You might see a dip no matter what you do, but at least for getting some content up, I agree. Some kind of listicle, some you've done already that you can kind of recap could be helpful in the meantime.
So I'm just looking at so this is over their entire channel over 6 years. You've got all of this content from the last 3 or 4 years, and in the last year and especially the last 6 months, you haven't created anything new. So is there an opportunity here to potentially repurpose some of the videos that you already have? All right, that is flying with us. We'll go back to the tweets now, and let's pick some more out from here. And I think we're going to try and go into a bit more speedy auditing here if we can, and do some quick reviews. So Dan, I'm going to let you pick the first one. I'll just click on some and pick. God, there's so much going on in that one.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that one.
Busy. I don't know why I'm clicking. Oh, that is that a savage trivia?
Go into the. That's kind of funny.
Very good.
Savage facts.
Savage facts. I think that's MC Red Panda again.
Oh, that's great.
Relevant.
Yep.
Relevant.
Winner. Big
Well
spoons. Shut up, Jasper. You just got somebody a channel audit. Right, Logan, 127 subscribers here. Oh, we have some versus stuff, actions, but then challenging my brother to a race, breaking as many laws possible on a mini road. Yeah, don't do that, please. So this looks like a person. Hang on, I recognize that thumbnail. Yeah, I recognize that thumbnail. So it was BMXy stuff. And they continue to follow that. They have a little bit, or mostly, yeah. So there's still some BMX biking stuff going on here.
And your memory's better than mine, I'll tell you.
I think the thumbnails are certainly starting to improve. Down, we're seeing like some slice and dice stuff for comparisons, the verses.
There's a lot more arrows. I remember
Arrows
us advising
pointing here and there. Yeah,
we prescribed arrows.
we certainly did.
Yeah, I would say that these strategies look to be in good practice. I guess I'm just wondering who the target audience is. Is it people who just like to watch challenges and you happen to just specialize in BMX ones, or are you trying to tackle like BMX enthusiasts? Are, because I noticed there's a camera review in there for the best like cameras for BMX bikes. Like it feels a little bit like anything I can think of that could possibly relate to BMX biking.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, but it certainly does make it hard for me to figure out where the focus is here. What am I going to get if I subscribe?
I'm just looking at the titles here. Rating your bikes, the cheapest action camera for a bike. Okay, that's not a bad idea as a video. What is the top speed of a BMX bike? Is that something that you can really do on with what you have available? I guess what I'm trying to work out here is, would I want to click on any of his thumbnails? How intriguing are you? And I kind of see as if you're going in the right direction, but you just haven't got the clickable vibe right there just yet. Travis, you're saying that you can't remember this channel at all, so like give us maybe like a fresh approach here after what Dan and I have discussed.
Yeah, I mean, if they're doing biking stuff, which it looks like they're kind of keeping with that, I would want to see a bike on almost every single thumbnail, which I don't.
That is true. Yeah, that's a good point. Didn't even think about that.
Without a bike, it's kind of weird. I like the Versus idea. Versus works for almost every single niche out there. I like the 5 tips and tricks to keep your bike from getting stolen. That is an evergreen video that will probably do well over time. And you should think more things like that. Like that is a really great, how to change a bike wheel. Like I guarantee people are searching for that. Like think about all the things, if your brakes lock up, if your chain gets locked, you know what I mean? Like go there. And that's where you get people to come in and get to know your content.
All right, let's move on to another tweet here. Let's have a look at this one. That's a good one. Travis, I'm going to let you pick the next one, so just tell me when to stop if that was a good one.
Or play Pictionary again or trouble. That's actually a good one.
We will be. Can't avoid it.
Let's see. I think we're down
back to what we were. So there was a couple there that you quite liked. Which one are you going to pick?
The Pictionary one is we just did.
I think we just did Big Spoons. Yeah.
Do the Savage one, of course. Then
this one. All right then. So this is Matthew, and let's have a look at your channel, which is Super Guy On. You are everything Fortnite, so you better be everything Fortnite. Dan, is this channel everything Fortnite?
So far.
Yeah, it looks to be. I'd say we'd agree with that.
How to stream on OBS.
So there wasn't one. If you put how to stream Fortnite on OBS, yeah, that would count.
Get a creator code. We've explored that before.
We have, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, here's what I like. I like that they are doing tutorials. Fortnite, as everyone knows, it's a household name, and that makes it really hard to break in, especially as a smaller channel. So you're doing it right by trying to offer some value. In most of these videos that I'm seeing, most of them start with how-to. So I know you're trying to showcase something, everyone. And How Does to Get Your Creator Code got more views a week ago than anything you've posted since. Yep. What other things are Fortnite players struggling with? Like, even if you don't feel like it's a struggle for you, that's a good thing. What was it ever? Can you now demonstrate how you overcame that? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Teach people anything you can. That's the best advice I have for channels like this. I know it stops there with me a lot, like teach people things. But when you talk about a game like Fortnite, there's not a lot of good places to start because it's so popular. You have to stand out somehow. Yeah, and you're 2 months into this journey right now, Super Gan, and you've already shown how dedicated you are to the Fortnite content, which is great to see. You're publishing videos probably every couple of days as well. So it may just take some time for you to start to get that influence. So there's one here with a support creator code which got over 100 views. So that was good. You've doubled down on that. So you're testing, you're trying to find the right things that are going to work on the channel. So do keep that up. All right, we are now 1 hour and 20 minutes through this live stream. So we're going to do a little bit of departure, as always, from our live streams, because we like to do this. Yeah, we like to do tech talk. And we try and talk about something every single week that may help you with your YouTube channel. And it is my turn this week. What you will find in the video description is a link on how to use what I'm about to demonstrate to you. So let me just try and get this on screen now. I'll just use that. And then
I am going to use, where's it gone? All right, that should be on screen. Right, so bear with me here, folks. I need to press the right buttons to make sure that this appears on screen. All right, you should now see this thing on screen, which is called a voice meter. And what this allows you to do is to turn pretty much any microphone into something that's a little more, I guess, refined or artificially expensive. And what I mean by that is that when you download this software, you can use it on pretty much any microphone, and the software is free. That's the best news. You can start to manipulate your voice. So what I'm going to do now is put this little box thing into the middle, and my voice now probably sounds a little more clear and less bassy, and this is how the Blue Yeti microphone normally sounds. But this, on the fly, will start to adjust your voice. So this is where I try and like to keep my voice on the live streams, because I feel as if it has more of a deeper, bassier radio vibe than what I would like to do on my videos on demand when I'm doing tutorials, where I like it to be nice and crisp. Now, if you take it to too much of the extremes, then I sound like Barry White, or then I think this sounds like I'm in a bathroom or I'm underwater, because it's really weird. And if I go up here, this will probably sound awful because there's lots of echo and it doesn't quite sound right. So you've got to find a bit of a sweet spot, and I think it's around about there with this software. So this is Voice Meter. It is completely free. It requires a tiny bit of setup of downloading some audio drivers. So that's why I've left a link in the video description of exactly how I did it. And it can turn your relatively cheap microphone into something that does sound a little bit different or a little clearer, or just something that's alternative to what you might be useful. So that was my little demonstration there. Travis, Dan, did you notice my voice changing there? Or?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So it was to prove a point, and you don't want to go to the extremes with this setting, but you can do it so that it just sounds a little bit different and a little bit better for whatever you want to use it for. And so that was my tech talk of this week. What we'll do now then is, if I click this page, which should take that off screen, which it does, I'm going to go to this list, because what we like to do after all of these submissions is, we're not sure if all of these 1,000 people are still watching. And what we're going to do is we're going to just purge this entire list, which gives you the opportunity to submit some more, and we'll try and audit them as quickly as we can. So that's all the responses deleted. You need to try again if you want to get audited in the next half an hour. And we've already got one response in there very, very quickly. So you know what? I think we might as well take this one.
Might as well.
Which is the Video Rambler, who got in there very quickly with their channel submission. And let's take a look at this channel. Over 500 subscribers. So I was expecting something completely different when I looked at the channel name. I thought it might be something to do with television, movie reviews, but it's not. It looks as if it's an outdoorsy style channel. And yeah, Travis, I think we're going to take a look at this one together with 500 subscribers. This is the channel that's getting some really good audience community engagement on the videos.
Yeah, it's great. A sailing channel, which is awesome. There's going to be people out there that this is the time of year to sail. Some people can and cannot, so maybe live vicariously through this channel. Definitely helping people figure out how to maybe put one together. My biggest thing is, what if someone does live near a lake and they've always wanted to have a sailboat, but always thought it was too expensive or too hard? Is there any way you can do a video series where you tell people how easy, if it is easy, to make one, or it looks like you're building one, which is amazing. Like, tell people, is it hard, easy? Is boat really bring out another 1,000? I've heard that a bunch of times. You know, I guess the reality is I think this is a great kind of tight niche. It's about a sailboat and going out, which is great. But yeah, at some point after the build is done, what's next? So you built the boat, which is a great story across the channel. Now you take it out, and now what? Do you do another video on building another boat? Do you do mods on it? Like, what's the next thing you can take people along in this journey?
Here's an interesting thing, Dan. This is a channel which is using effectively episode numbers, but they're doing it by weeks. Usually we would tell people probably not to include that in their videos. However, I think this is one of these circumstances where it may be an exception to the rule. Because the view counts are so consistent and tight, it feels as if the people who are watching this content are very much on the journey with them. So it might be helpful to include that in the thumbnails and titles. Or is it because maybe they're getting a lot of external views from a group, a Facebook group or a Discord group, which is bringing in those views? I was just wondering your opinions on that.
I think this is a great example of when to use episode numbers, because in this case, I want to know what part of this journey I'm on, because they're starting from nothing and they're building something. They're building a boat. So that's a great example. I give that advice a lot to gaming channels, because most of the time there isn't a lot of reason to tell people where you're at. You're just going to turn them off like, oh, it's episode 127. Like that's a lot of episodes. There's really no point in doing that, because you're turning off a lot of viewers. But in this case, I want to see this thing. Like if I want to know how to build this boat, I'm going to need to follow along, and I'm not going to sit through one 4-hour video in one go, and they're probably not going to want to make that in one sitting. So yeah, episode numbers are a great way. I always think that with this journey following type of content, that's great. And I also like episode numbers on educational content that's just like, I'm going to teach you how to like program this thing, but it's going to be several steps. So I'm going to do it over the course of like 3 months.
And final thoughts, Travis, on the thumbnails. Usually we'd say they're a bit meh, but again, is it because there's such a tight following on this one? The consistency is helping.
Yeah, it's rough. I would definitely look at like what else is out there. Yeah, again, it depends on what part of your journey. If you're building it, you would definitely want some pictures like this. If you're out in the water, you definitely want some action shots. In general, pretty good though. I mean, pretty well done considering the subject matter.
I can see when I just do a search for plywood sailing boat, you're coming up a few times, Video Rambler, which is great to see. The theme tends to be less text. That's what I'm noticing on many of the thumbnails there. And I'm just wondering if you could maybe emphasize, I know this is one of the cheaper thumbnail tricks, but you have an arrow pointing to exactly what you're building or fixing in each of the thumbnails there. But it's a channel that's growing nicely and you're doing well. So it's one of those where we maybe don't want to push them off too much what seems to be working for the channel right now. That is a Video Rambler there, who was the first to submit once we purged a list. So how many do we have submitted now? Already 200. So let's go back to the fishing rod and we'll do 250. And now I think for the next 3 channels, what we'll do, guys, is we will each look at the channel and we will give like one piece of advice each, like we did last week. So it's just one piece of advice for the channel. And then we'll move on to the next one so we can get through a few. Right, Rusky Man. Dan, the first piece of a channel advice for this video channel would be?
A banner more representative of what the content is.
Okay, Travis, your advice would be?
Yeah, I need to it just comes back to I need to understand what this channel's about, and I don't know.
My advice would be stay dank.
Stay dank, baby.
Stay dank. There we go. Next channel then we're going to look at is 166. And again, we will do 3 pieces of advice, but I will go first this time to challenge myself on the channel that is called G-Train. And the advice I would give to you is less text on your thumbnails, in particular red. Travis, what advice would you give to this channel?
Yeah, become a student of thumbnails for sure.
Okay, and Dan, what would your advice be for this channel?
I don't know if it's a vlog channel, a reaction channel, or a Grand Theft Auto channel.
There we go. So
I would
channel
say
focus.
Channel focus, yeah.
There we go. All right. We'll just keep it short and sweet. We'll see how this works. I think it's going okay. 64 is the next channel we're going to look at here. And this is Waziki. And let's bring this one up. And I'm going to let Travis go first this time because I don't think you've gone first. So let's have a look at this one. What have we got here?
Oh, GTA. I like GTA, but then there's Call of Duty. Is it possible? What is he trying to do here? So I would say, look for trending gameplay things. If they're memes, Reddit or whatever, it looks like you're just kind of doing random stuff. Look for specifically trending gaming things.
Okay, Dan.
I like these thumbnails. Something about them just kind of unique, and I think you're doing a good job there. But I kind of have to second what Travis says here. It's important to, go after a trending topic, and when you're playing, especially a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, huge audience.
And I would say, I'm going to do a quick search for this. Is GTA 5 roleplay?
It's huge on Twitch. I don't know.
It is. What is DIOJ? Because I'm looking, because you're using that in a lot of your titles. Is that something that people are searching for? And I'm wondering if you're just niching down a little bit too much. No, there does seem to be stuff there and similar thumbnails. So maybe look at what other people are doing in their thumbnails and maybe following them a little bit if you can. Because I agree, the thumbnails are phenomenal and the channel banner is phenomenal, but they just don't seem to be getting the views just yet. I think they need to be patient and persistent in this area because I think they're onto something, but they just haven't quite nailed it yet. Let's pick out another channel. That's going to be 232 this time. Okay, this one is Cats Are Cool, but they're not.
Cats are cool.
They clearly aren't, according to the recent VidIQ poll, which was 76% in favour of dogs.
Whoa. Yes.
Dan, I'll let you go first on this one, which is Cats Are Cool.
Okay. Okay, we started a month ago, a Minecraft city build, which did really well. Big builds in Minecraft like that tend to do really well, and if you're someone who's building a lot of big builds, like every time, it looks like twice you've done a city build video, maybe that is your niche. Maybe you do more of those where you built a city, explore other cities that others have built, but maybe focus on that, because with 25 subscribers, like your first video is 300 views. I mean, you might be onto something really early on in your journey.
You've stolen by far the best tip there, Dan. I would say, let me see, other than agreeing with Dan with the Minecraft city builds and that thumbnail strategy, is be a little bit more consistent with your video posting, because you have like a 2-week gap here and then you have 2 videos in the last 2 days, so span it out maybe to 1 a week if you can. And Travis?
Yeah, I would redo the banner. Give me
redo the banner. Yeah. All right then, there we are. Let's go back to the tweets then. We'll see if we can pick another one of the fun tweets here to audit. And who are we going to go with here? What is going on there? Monkeys being rickrolled. That's a strange one. What?
Are they brothers?
Yeah, go on then, Mario Italy. We'll give you a 3-tip channel audit here. There we are. Oh. Danny Padillion with the million subscribers. Right, what 3 tips are we going to give you here? We're going to start with Travis and throw him under the bus.
I like how the third video says Savage in it. Well, I don't know.
Look at the view counts compared to the others, so maybe that's it. Include Savage in all the titles.
I think 1.2 million views is not enough views. I think you need to get more views. All
right, Dan, what could you suggest here?
What do you suggest?
I mean, the pink is interesting, right? That it's almost every single one is pink. It looks like do they change the thumbnail background every so often? I would say, I guess it depends on what's going on here, but I would definitely look even deeper into my click-through rates, because you'll notice there's some wide-ranging views here. Like,
correct, yeah,
massively different views. And to me, it's either the titling strategy or the thumbnail, and I would definitely take a deep dive into that.
And then my advice would be, if I go to the most popular ones, I would say recreate all of these videos. And that's all I'm going to say. I guess I can't think of anything else good to suggest. Like you got 35 million views from the Old Town Road one. I guess I'm not really sure what this channel is about. Is it cover versions? Let's have a look at the about section. Vlogger who wants to make people happy. It's like one of these channels that's kind of already transcended the advice that we could give them, because like every video that you're releasing, you've got that fan base to really propel the content up to a good standard already. But as you say, Travis, you might be wanting to look at this video here, which has only 40,000 views in a week, and on this one here, 22,000 views in 2 weeks. Is that a different style of video? And even from the thumbnail, it looks like it might be a different style to these ones where you're doing, I think, probably cover version / impersonations. And it was 20 minutes long as well. So these longer ones, whether they're conversations or live streams, if they're live streams, then obviously that's a completely different thing. But if they're videos on demand and they're not performing as well, then do you want to continue doing them? That's maybe something you would need to think about. But of course, congratulations on 1 million subscribers. You're well beyond real serious advice that we could give you. So congratulations there. And Travis, are we brothers?
I mean, I think brothers from other mothers. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Channel brothers.
I changed my mind.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, go on then, Hellboy. We'll do you as well. 3 tips here on this one with 200 subscribers. We'll start with myself, which is going to be... Although the text is clear to see, I think it's too small or it's too distracting. I think you could probably... use an arrow or something to better indicate something on the thumbnails. It's like when I'm looking at the thumbnails now, all I'm seeing in my eyes is a yellow font and I'm ignoring everything else on screen. So I would maybe think about your text use. Dan, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm going to jump on that one and say that it's really tempting to use the Grand Theft Auto font. It might not be necessary. It might not be the best font to draw attention. I'm also, like, the latest video is the best example here. How to call the terabyte. And then you said the same exact thing in the thumbnail. Like Travis said earlier, those are your 2 opportunities, and you blew one of them because you're just repeating yourself. So I would have said terabyte guide in the thumbnail and shown a better picture of the vehicle you're talking about. And then I think the title isn't actually all that bad, but you might want to look up other terabyte titles just to see where you could have done better because it only has 2 views so far.
And finally, Travis, what advice would you suggest for this channel?
Thumbnails. Like
there we go. So that is our quick fire round of audits. And now what we're going to do next is...
by the way, did you go through all the tweets?
No. Which ones?
Scroll up to the top.
Oh, is there a new one? Is there another one that we need to look at?
Well... you actually missed one, which says a lot. How difficult this is.
Wait, what?
You did it again. I am amazed.
This one?
That no. Keep going up. Look who's tweeting some of these.
Well, come on.
You went right past it. Like what? You click it, make it bigger.
What do you reckon?
No, okay. Settle down. I'm like trying to do something that's going on right now.
Very good, very good.
Right.
Okay, like
that
3
shows
tips.
you how difficult it is to win in the thumbnail game. Like I'm sitting here on the darn show doing a meme, and he rolls right past it.
That's the thing, isn't it? When you see the tweet without the preview,
that's the problem.
So really, you need to do it as just like a square image. So there you go. Speaking of Mr. Beast, can you all now tweet him, please? And let's see if we can tell him we're going to audit his channel in the next... where is it? Here we go.
Get him!
Get him! So we replied. So can you all tweet Mr. Beast with a link to this live stream now? Because we'll do it. We'll audit his channel after everybody's favorite Pictionary game.
Hey!
Woo!
Hey!
Okay, I am the artist this week, and I've made a huge list. So we'll keep this short today. It's going to be best of 5, so first to 3. Are we going to pick some winners here? I don't know.
Yeah,
of
course
this?
we got to. Otherwise,
all right. So what we'll do is once we've declared who's won, Dan or Travis, you're going to pick a winner and we'll audit their channel. Right, so are you ready? First one, here we go. All right, fingers on buzzers.
I'm going to pick mine from the chat, by the way. I'm going to pick my winner from the chat if I win.
Can I pick mine from Twitter?
Sure, you can do whatever
I have
you
an
like.
idea. Use the channel audits hashtag with the other hashtag, Team Dan.
Oh,
all right.
Pick one of you.
That
Okay,
is subscribe button.
So while you're all doing that.
That is the play button. That is the subscribe. That is the
thumbnail with arrows.
That is the notification.
Notification?
Oh, already said that.
I'm still going there. And
closed caption.
I'm just going to make this even more obscure now just to...
Clickable thumbnail.
Oh. All right.
Mouse. Click.
Timestamp.
Mouse cursor.
The subscribe button. The
Oh, cards.
No. You're getting there. You're getting
closed
there.
captioning. The playlist.
End screen.
No.
Ah,
Come on.
Audio,
The tension is unbearable here.
Click through. Great.
Oh, you got it! Oh, Travis, you weren't sure, but like, isn't that obvious? Like a mouse? And
Yeah, well, I don't know what the mouse has to do with it.
Because it's a mouse.
Click. Okay, yeah,
you click, and then there's your rip.
Gotcha.
It's so obvious.
I didn't know what that was. I didn't know that was a percentage. I'm like 72. So what is that?
It was
721.
It was
I
funny
saw
that you
numbers and went blind on that part of my face.
721. I don't know.
It was funny that you were terrified to suggest that as the answer. Click through rate. Okay, next one. You're gonna like this. Maybe I should start
Hot dog.
again. It's not quite.
What the heck are you drawing?
I thought I was better at drawing things, but I'm
Fingernail. Thumbnail.
Oh,
You know what? I'm going to start again here. I'm kind of almost there, but I just need to draw them.
I thought I lost for sure.
This should make it more clear.
Tags.
So
bookmark.
close, you just need to...
Tag word. Tag.
You can't just say tag.
Tag. Ranked tags.
No.
YouTube tag? Video tag?
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Dan. It's a video tag. There you
Yeah,
go.
but I mean, we knew what he meant.
Dan, you won, so why are you complaining? Right, next one.
Okay.
Right, next one.
I'll take it.
The Russians were involved in that one. I don't
Next
know.
one, all right. Here we go with this one.
Comment.
Get this very quickly.
Super chat.
There we go, Dan, with a super
geez.
chat, but I was just going to finish off drawing
Geez,
that because
didn't
I
get
had
a
it in
chance
my
to do
head.
that.
So, Dan, you could actually win for one. No, Dan, you've won before, haven't
We
you?
both won one.
All right, okay.
I won the very
Next
For
one.
once.
Right, this one. This is going to take a bit of time to draw, but...
Channel banner.
It's going to take a bit of time to draw this. So.
Homepage.
Channel trailer.
You'll get there. You can just keep guessing, and you're going to get it wrong for a while.
Most subscribed. Recent
going,
upload.
Dan. Keep going. Keep going.
Playlists.
Right.
Channel homepage. Channel subscription. Subscribe tab.
I need to
Most recent
make-
videos. Playlists.
I
No, I
need to
already
make
said
my pen
playlists.
a little smaller.
Playlists anyway.
Looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
Subscriber count.
Calendar.
You are.
VidIQ toolbar thing.
Comments.
Oh, damn! But what's it called? You need to get it right. You need to get what it's called in my
Homepage.
head.
The status bar. The
You're
Dang
so
it.
close.
We have too many
Screen.
tools.
What? Like
What do
channel
we
page.
call this?
Analytics.
Yo, just Travis, you're miles up.
Trending
Come
page.
on, come on, you know what this is called?
YouTube Studio. Recommended videos.
You still don't know, but it's a VidIQ tool, do you?
I'm
Oh, dear.
not logged in.
Then stats bar. Sub count.
Oh, you're almost there, right? So
YouTube stats bar.
Nearly.
VidIQ stats bar.
Real-time stats.
there you go, then. Thank you, Travis. You got it. There you go. It's I mean, you should know the name of our own tools, or what I decide to call them. It is a real-time stats bar. There we go.
Rob just got us fired.
So there's
cancelled.
there's two more. It's 2-2, isn't it? So this is for the win. So I'm just looking at. Okay, we're going to do this one. Hang on, I just need to make my pen a little wider again. Right. I don't know if anybody's still watching, by the way. If you are, thank you for letting us
We have to,
self-indulge
because if I win, someone in the chat wins. So
Okay, right. So
Channel banner. Channel art.
watch later. Subscription feed.
Recommended feed. You already said subscription feed.
so what is that?
Trending tab. What is that? A box.
So radio. Notification.
Nope.
Channel page. Stories. YouTube channel trailer. Video.
Yes, that's it. Channel trailer. Got it.
Oh,
Travis.
wow.
You are the winner.
How
There
many
we are.
banners does this channel have?
Banner. Sorry. Well, yeah. I guess I maybe should have drawn something in there. That was the channel banner. That was a channel logo. Those are your little tabs. And the first video is usually channel banner. It's obvious. How did you not see that, Dan? Okay. So Travis is the winner. Pick a winner for us, please, which we're then really going to struggle to get their channel, as we often do.
The person who got it right in the chat first that I see, it looked like it was an ASMR channel. I think it's MS Designs ASMR, I think is the...
All right, so MS Designs... Oh, yeah, I think they're right at the top there. So did this look like the channel?
Maybe. Let me see.
We don't want to just audit a random channel.
Random. I mean, first of all, if it's not them, then how is it exactly the same name?
It is freaky, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do that one.
All right, then. So first of all, we want some tortoise ASMR in this channel before we even look at it. Right, then. So you are a channel with nearly 2,000 subscribers, which is great to see. You're already breaking out in your space. Some really intriguing, unique thumbnails here. Would you agree?
Yeah, I like the blue because I'm a fan of blue. And it's an ASMR channel, so it is interesting that like you have to kind of explain what the sounds are you're going to hear visually. So it's I get
this aquatic feel, almost like underwater feel. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's something different.
Yeah. It is really interesting because that's a difficult thing to do. So I thought that said hair candy. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, hard candy. Okay, I was gonna say this has gone strange real quick. So some of these are pretty good, like as far as trying to get across the like pickle eating. Listen, those are pickles. Jelly bellies, yeah. So some of I think the ones that make sense that are the ones that are really obvious that you can make a picture for. The other ones are so difficult. And ASMR is just such an interesting niche to try to figure out. So I think the titling strategy looks good. It's just we need to figure out what's going to work thumbnail wise. Go to the most viewed videos and let's see.
Yeah, let's take a look. This is a contrast because most ASMR channels maybe don't show the full face. Yeah. Like we know from ASMR Mag UK, she just shows the lips at the top of the screen.
Look at this. Tootsie Roll, Lollipop, like it's all the same. Those are like the same ones.
Oh yeah, good spot.
Lollipop. Yeah. So candy is it for sure.
MS Design ASMR. We're going to say something really strange here, but even in the ASMR space, you can niche down to the nth degree, as demonstrated by. I mean, we might as well show it because this is there's like one channel. It's this Animal ASMR one, who completely dominates this space for tortoise stuff. Oh, they've changed. They're doing some guinea pig stuff now. But look, all of this, and look at the views they're getting. An incredible amount, like 2 million there. Wow. That's but crazy. Hundreds of thousands generally. And look at the punch and the pop. So going back to your channel, where we've seen some of the more popular stuff, are these lollipop ones. In particular, these Tootsie Pops. That's something that maybe you can explore as a specific niche in your area. Dan, did you have any more thoughts here? There is quite a significant view drop-off, isn't there, very quickly? We've got a couple in the thousands, tens of thousands, and then we're under 1,000 relatively quickly. So some of the ASMR topics just aren't working as well for the channel.
Yeah, I just completely agree with what you guys were saying. I mean, the sound of eating a lollipop is probably a lot different than, chewing gum. And it's... If people are really responding to that content, you want to try and find all manner of lollipop eating ASMR you can get your hands on.
Yeah, and then just any final thoughts here other than, I guess on these thumbnails, I'd also notice here they're less colourful. I don't know if that's interesting. Like the more recent ones had that blue effect, but these ones have a more grey background. And I just thought that one had pop, where they were showing like the thing they were consuming close up to the camera, and whether they can do that a little bit more as well. Sorry, Dan, I was cutting you off there. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I was just wondering if it was because they were a little more simple. Like these latest ones feel, although they look cool, they might feel a little more busy. One thing I was going to say about the tortoise channel you just pulled up was something that intrigues me more than the ASMR aspect of that is the actual creations that they'd feed the tortoise. They made like a little windmill and a little house and all this stuff. And that's a really unique take on the ASMR kind of genre. I don't know how you could learn from that in this case, but that's just another thing that kind of sets them apart.
Just something I noticed here is that they did go to back to their Tootsie Lollipop thing a week ago, and it didn't do as well. So whether the opportunity is gone or it's a thumbnail, the difference in a thumbnail that's not quite helping there. But I think there's a lot of potential here, and I think the creator's going to get it right, and they're really going to start to trigger more discoverability on their content. So do keep at it, especially with you pumping out a lot of content as well, which is good to see. All right, and I think what we're going to do is take a little bit of a break to introduce you to this wild and wonderful consultancy service we have. And when we come back, that person will be potentially auditing one of the largest channels on YouTube.
I would subscribe to your channel just to unsubscribe from your channel. Why in the world did you get into YouTube? Your videos are terrible, your editing is trash, your thumbnails are absolutely horrendous, and your titles are boring. You should never make a video ever again. So what am I gonna do? Take your money. Hopefully before you came to me, you know a little bit about YouTube, because personally I'm on Instagram. I'll look at your thumbnails, your titles, and your descriptions. And then that's it. I'm just gonna look at them. I'm not gonna do anything with them. Someone needs to tell Rob that I'm redoing these shirts. Eat, sleep, savage, repeat. The one thing that I don't want to do is hear all your complaints about YouTube. No one cares. I just want you to know, no one cares. Your videos are so bad, I use them when I'm constipated. Some of you maybe have never made a YouTube video before. You're struck by fear. Well, get out of here. You should have figured that out before you came to me. If you're in a funk, I'm gonna get you a stomp.
That's right. Act now if you are an idiot and you want to become a student of the Savage School of Channel Auditing. Savage, are you in the house? Hello,
yeah, you know
welcome.
What? Remember a week or two ago when the Savage Cat got sick? Look, I brought him. Here's my Savage Cat. Say hi, Savage Cat. How you doing?
Hello, Savage Cat. Does it have a name?
Yeah, Savage Cat's name is Nathan. Nathan.
Hello, Nathan.
Nathan is so savage that he's a cat that's a dog. It's crazy. He's the best. Right. He's the best Savage Cat ever. There you go, Savage Cat. Go ahead.
Well, that's awesome to hear, Savage. So we have some good news this week. We, of course, submitted our channel audits as usual, and this chap here called Mr. Beast, who has a channel, says he's happy to get advice from somebody. And we thought, what better person to take a look at this channel, which is Mr. Beast. I don't think you've ever seen it before. So here it is. Take it away. What do you think of what's going on here on this channel with nearly 40 million subscribers?
Subscribe with notifications on, or I'll take all your cookies. Let me tell you something about these cookies, Mr. Beast. You will pry them from my cold, dead hands. I love some Oreos. Let me tell you about some Oreos. You ain't never going to take them from me, Mr. Beast. All right, let's take a look. I bought the world's largest firework. Well, that's fantastic, because I actually had bought it, and then he took it from me. Did you know that I'm so savage, I gave Mr. Beast $1,000? That's how savage I am. He didn't have to give me money. I gave him money. Now, he broke into a house and left $50,000. Is that where that money came from? I came downstairs the other day and found $50,000 in my toilet. And I was wondering how it got there. And I'm thinking, well, I did have a crazy night out the night before. And maybe something happened. What happened in Vegas stayed in Vegas. But I don't know. Maybe it was Mr. Beast. Let me take a look.
What do you think of these view counts here then? I mean, it's
averaging
right. 20 million per video roughly.
I mean, there's more than 16 million people in the world. So, I mean, I'm not that impressed, to be honest. He gave $200,000 people who lost their jobs. I'm about to get sensitive. Hold on, I'm about to get sensitive. Give him a Savage Academy scholarship, Mr. Beast. If you want to help them out in life, you send them to the Savage School. I don't know what Mr. Beast is doing. You can give him money, or you can teach him how to fish.
Certainly help you. What do you reckon about this one? Tying in Valentine's Day and surprising his girlfriend with 100,000 roses.
Listen, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, that's wonderful. Listen, I can't hate on her. I can't hate on him for that, because you got a happy wife, happy life. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told.
Can't disagree with that. How about giving your credit card to random people? Would you ever advise anyone to do that? I do
this all the time. I don't even know. Did you know I don't know what my own phone number is?
No.
Did you know back in the 90s, this is a true story. You can look this up.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman would change his phone number And when they told him what his number was, he would hold the phone away from him so he didn't know what it was. I do this all the time. I do it every day, actually. It's really fun.
All right, interesting, cool. Right, so what else can we tell?
Look, can we? The kid may have a future on YouTube. Probably more of a future on Instagram or something like that's much easier. TikTok he might do really well on. This YouTube game is rough, Mr. Beast. I want to tell you something. You're doing all right, but when it inevitably crashes and falls down, you can become a savage student, and I will teach you how to get back all of your massive viewers.
How would you suggest he gets to 40 million subscribers? He's almost there, but what's going to push him over the edge?
Well, it just so happens we have 1.8 million savage students that would be happy to subscribe if he pays me $39.95 every second for the next 24 hours.
All right, then. One advice I'm going to give to Mr. Beast, just in case anybody's recording this, I want to flood his Twitter feed, is you don't use your community tab enough. I would suggest, unless there's a specific reason for this. I know other creators who use it quite often, and it might be a way to keep in touch with your community on YouTube. You use tweets a lot, and you get a lot of response there. So I'm just wondering if there's anything else that you could do with your community tab, like a challenge on the community tab.
Every once in a while, I do watch your videos. Scroll down a little bit. So, he's got this other channel. And do you notice, like, okay, now scroll. Now, see, 11,000 comments, 12,000 comments. Yeah. And then scroll up to the top where he embedded the channel all the way to the top. And you'll notice only 900 comments. Does that mean that experiment you did on the channel a couple of weeks ago is true?
Oh, yeah. So you're right. This is where you shouldn't include the tool that YouTube gives you. So let's just share this. I hope Mr. Beast actually gets this. This is really useful. So if you want to do a community post, what you should never do is actually use this add an existing video link, because for some reason YouTube suppresses this link. What you want to do is include a picture or a GIF, like so you can animate something from the video, and include the video link from there, because the community post, as you rightly noted here, as you say, this one got really suppressed. Only 20,000 likes and under 1,000 comments for a Mr. Beast community post, whereas this one with an image gets 250,000 likes and 12,000 comments. Boom! We've actually helped Mr. Beast out there. So somebody who's recorded
that'll
this.
That'll be $100,000. You can pay it to Savage Inquiries, Savage LLC. I'll send you a check for that. I'll send you an invoice. You can hit me up real soon.
Boom! Mr. Beast, you are welcome. With that being said, Savage, I think we need to go to your list of Savage students. We have 89 this week. Do you want to pick a number, and then we will audit their channel if you so wish?
Oh, 69. I like that number. It's a good number.
69 is the first one, and this channel is so savage they pooped on a baby. That is pretty savage. That's
incredibly savage. Why would someone do that?
Savage actually liked that one, I think. He was impressed.
My gosh.
Budden Warrior 2. Oh, I like that channel name. Okay. What do you think of this one?
Button masher, someone who doesn't know how to play?
Could be. That's an interesting approach, isn't it?
Seems to me this guy is a professional button masher, and that's good.
Professional
because he's a warrior. He's a warrior at it. He's got I bet his cuticles are jacked up. I bet he looks like he has claw hands. Good goobly goo. I look at these and I go to luckiest game in Fortnite and WTF moments. Well, WTF, why are we watching this thing? What is going on this channel right here?
He had a nice run here of like a couple of thousand views per video up there, and then it just seems to tail off a little bit. Anything you're noticing there, Dan?
Because people got out of their drunken stupor and then left. I mean, you have them nights sometimes where 3 o'clock in the morning, you're desperate to watch anything. And then there you go. Watch about 4 or 5 videos on the channel, and you come to your senses the next moment.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go. Can't argue with that. Savage, pick another number.
How about 32? Why not 32?
32. Okay, this person is so savage they tried sub for sub. Let's see how that works for their channel. And their channel is called Judah Gold with 25 subscribers. All right.
Well, you can tell why they have 25 subscribers. I mean, just by looking, you can tell. Look, he's counting up to his 25 subscribers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You better stop soon. You're going to be done. I don't know what to tell you when you get to 25. You might, by the time you get to 25, you might got to go down to 23. I don't know. I don't know. After this stream, let me tell you some people. How is it he got like exactly 25 views on some of these? How is that a thing? He didn't get exactly.
That's a good, well observed. Every single one of his subscribers watched the video.
What is Shovel Knight? That's not a real thing. Come on. Can we be real right now? Why are people lying on YouTube?
Dan, can you explain? to Savage. What Shovel Knight?
Why do you need a shovel if you're a knight? And if you're a knight, you ain't shoveling nothing.
It's just a game.
It's ridiculous. Get out of here, Judah.
Yeah, that's a t-shirt right there. If you're a knight, you ain't shoveling nothing. One more, Savage, from the list of your 100 students.
45.
45 today. And this person is so savage, you'll take a channel to delete it. All right. Well,
I like that. That's a very smart thing to do.
Strong. If you delete all of the other channels on YouTube, that would give you somewhat of an edge. This is Hab1Z. I will describe this channel as edits, gamings, memes.
Sometimes, Rob, you bring me onto the stream, and
I do.
I always think there's going to be something at least interesting to see, and there's going to be goodwill I'm going to spread and good information.
Yep.
And then you bring channels like this in front of my face and insult me.
Remember, this is one of your students. I didn't bring him anywhere. This is your
This is terrible. I'm giving you your money back because you can kick that out of the academy. I don't know. Habits with a 1. Did you know that's supposed to be an I? Why would you use a 1 for an I? Why do people do that? Also, pick your pants up. I know you wear your pants around your ankles too. Why? You know, people to walk down the street and they use 1s for eyes too. I can't stand that. And stop putting peanut butter on your peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Peanut butter is terrible. All right, that's enough.
Savage laying out the smackdown there. Okay, where are we? Are we done? is this it?
We done now. Let me tell you that right now.
I think we certainly are.
In the chat.
How many people are left here after that? 600 people. Yeah, I think we might want to. Let's see if this works.
He mocked my channel.
I think we're back. Are we back? I think we're back now. Stream resumed.
Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rob's $3.99 computer.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I do not know what happened there. Just Streamlabs and Zoom broke at the same time. Well, that was it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. We lost another 100 concurrent viewers there. That's great. So for the 500 people who are left, we're going to do some shout-outs if we can. And since Savage is still in the chat, do you want to shout out some channels, please, first?
Maple Bacon Burger, thank you so much for showing up. My grandma's Grape Juice, thank you so much for showing up. That's a great name as well. The Savage Student 11011, thank you very much for showing up. And Peanut Butter and Jelly, where peanut butter is terrible. Yes, I agree with you. That's a great name. And then, of course, we would not do this live stream without Twisted Pickle. That's a great name. I love that. That's good.
You must be using a different live chat because I cannot see any of those names, Savage. But thank you. Dan?
Yeah, there's a lot of names here.
There are? Yeah, well observed.
There's Oddcraft. That one's nice and straightforward. There's Your Gamer Bud. Someone you can, befriend. Someone you can trust. We have Ost Pro. I don't know what any of that means. Pixel Movies. That's pretty straightforward. I can kind of fathom what that could be about, that channel. And then Silver Abyss is kind of vague, but it's legible. It's two real words put together to make a name on YouTube. Ivan RMF. See, that's not anything. Not anything. And then Captain Crab, which is my favorite name today.
You know what Dan does whenever he's getting really sarcastic with his channel name, so I think he just puts on like a savage visor for like 20 seconds and then just lets rip. I'm going to say goodbye to the following genuine people here who I all love. Those include Mint Games. They also include Lady Bugsy. And I'm also going to say goodbye to Vortex Gaming and Tom the Dude and the Bug Home Official, Nolan Daly. Elamations is also in the house, and Kyle's Big Pig. That is a genuine channel name, the Kyle's Big Pig. And of course, we could never do this live stream without all of our moderators, and this comment is held for review. Folks, you've just spent the last 2 hours with us, and hopefully you gained some useful stuff out of this live stream. Wow, we've looked at many channels. We've looked at a channel over 1 million subscribers. We've savaged Mr. Beast's channel. You've learned how to download some software to make your microphone sound similar to this. You've learned that the community tab works better when you don't actually share videos through YouTube's tool. And what else have we learned this week, Dan and Travis? Tell me something you've learned from this live stream.
That if you scroll down into the description, you can actually sign up for VidIQ right now and try it for free.
Can you ever? And Savage or Travis, whoever's there, what have you learned?
You need to get on that Discord, and there's a Discord link too. You need to get
Discord. We've got it. We've got everything here at vidIQ. We hope you found it valuable. Make sure you provide the same value and entertainment with your audience. And with that being said, I'm going to give you the most wonderful live stream outro you've ever seen. Bye for now.